What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So I was on a live stream just a bit ago talking about Todd Chrisley possibly suing a YouTuber, and as I was on the stream I was looking for some information and I came across this article about Javi calling the cops on his ex Florien, and then Kail running to his defense saying, "You are not going to assault my ex-husband." So I was like, what is going on here? I've got to figure it out. So yeah, I've been on live for the past few hours. I'm looking a little crazy. This is not where I normally film, but none of that matters. I'm going to give you guys the tea. I'm going to tell you guys what's going on. Shout out to Teenmomshaderoom for catching these Instagram lives. I'm going to tell you guys what I know, and then I'm going to read this report, and then I'm going to play their lives at the end of this. So from what I know, from what I've gathered, Kail Javi was going to be going to Wyoming. She was going to be going to visit a friend. Javi asked to tag along, and she said, sure, of course you can come. Now, Kail said that this was a trip that a few of her friends were coming, so it wasn't just going to be just her and Javi going. But when Javi called Lauren to ask if he could have Eli and if Eli could go on the trip with them, Lauren got mad because she knew that Javi was going with Kail. So there was a bit of an argument that happened from what I understand. Javi went to pick his son up. He went to pick Eli up. And according to Javi, she hit him and then she kicked him. So he left with Eli, and then at some point called the police. Now the police showed up at Lauren's house and they questioned her, and she said none of that was true, that when Javi showed up that she told him to wait outside, not to come into her home, but he came into her home anyways. She says as far as putting hands on Javi, she did not do that, that he is filing false reports, that he is filing false allegations against her, that she did not do that. Now, we know this isn't the first time that Javi's made these accusations, that she's gotten physical with him. I mean, it was just like a month or so ago that he made those claims as well, and he actually went to take out a restraining order, and in the statement that he made to get the restraining order, he said that she has gotten physical with him in front of their son. So now he's stating that again, that he went to get their son, and she was mad over the fact that he was about to go out of town with Kail. So when Kail found out about what happened, Kail called Lauren to call her out on her crap. And according to Kail, Lauren called her a fat, F-U-C-K, and a fat POS. And then Kail says, yes, I admit I called her a see you next Thursday. I admit that. I take accountability for that. I did, but I was basically calling and telling her, like, I know what you've done. I've seen, I believe my ex-husband when he says that you have hit him. I believe him. I've seen text messages where you say things. So apparently another thing that happened was Lauren texted Javi and said, are you driving? And Javi said yes, and she said, bring my son home, and then run the car off a bridge, drive yourself off a bridge. So she basically told Javi, go kill yourself. So Kail was like, I'm calling her out on her crap. And then Kail and Javi, while on a stream together on IG, Kail said that Lauren sits back and she acts like she's Little Miss Perfect and everything's fine while she's drawing a paycheck off their name. So I'm going to read this article to you guys really quick, and then at the end I'll play the live videos that I did get off Teenmomshaderoom. So shout out to Teenmomshaderoom. So yeah, this is what the Sun says. Teen Mom 2-star Kail Javi and Javi slammed his ex Lauren as a manipulative liar who collects paychecks off their backs. Their comment comes after the Sun exclusively reported that cops were called over an altercation between Lauren and Javi. Javi called the cops claiming that Lauren hit him, though Lauren denied it, and she told the officers that Javi has made false allegations. Kail and Javi were married from 2012 to 2017, and they have one son, Lincoln, who is 7. And last night, the two jumped on Instagram Live together to slam Lauren. First, it was just Kail on the live, and she said, I want to get this off my chest because I'm tired of people truly pulling the victim card and acting like they're perfect and constantly pointing the finger at other people. So Lauren, this one's for you. You don't get to attack my ex-husband in front of your son, and I know this is true because my ex-husband would never ever lie about you beating him in front of his son. Then Javi got on with her and they both talked about the situation. Javi basically said, like, if this was him doing this, that she would hang him out to dry. Another thing that she said was, she said, I can lose the weight, but you can't fix your ugly personality. She said, I'm so disappointed in how you're handling this and pulling the victim card. I know people are going to be coming at me for this, but I will not allow this. So this basically, let me tell you guys something. I was working last night, and Kail and Javi went live. They're doing this football situation where they're having like a, I don't know, they're having this like football camp, I think it is. And they're sponsoring it, and you can sign up. So they've been going live on Instagram a lot to promote this. But I hopped on last night as they were live, and I just felt like they were flirting a lot. I was like, the chemistry between them two, like they're flirting. Kail was talking about she was somewhere out of town still. Heck, maybe he was with her, I don't know. But he claimed to be home. He's like, I'm outside sitting by my pool. I'm at my patio. And he like shows the pool. She's like, well, I'm going to go sit out by my pool. And he says something about like, well, yeah, you didn't invite me. And she was like, no, I didn't. And he's like, you wished I was there. And she's like, haha, whatever. So I was like, oh, wow. They're like kind of flirting. So it seems like he asked to go on vacation, and this really ticked Lauren off. Now, according to everything that we know, him and Lauren are not together. That they are co-parenting together, but they're not together. However, it was just a few weeks ago, him and Lauren went on vacation with Eli. So I don't know if maybe something is going on, or if they're not together. But we do know that just a few weeks ago, Javi and Lauren and Eli, they went to Florida. And at first, Javi tried to pretend that it was just him and Eli, and Lauren tried to act like she wasn't there. However, fans saw them, posted pictures, so it was obvious that they were there together. But we don't know if they are back together or they were back together. I feel like if they were back together, Javi would not have been on Instagram so openly flirting with Kail. Or honestly, to be quite honest, if Lauren and Javi were back together, I don't think Javi would even be working with Kail to do this football camp. I don't think Lauren would be okay with that. And I mean, I don't blame her. I mean, we know what was going down in the Wawa parking lot, so I don't blame the girl. But it does seem like this really ticked Lauren off. So when Javi showed up to get Eli, allegedly, according to Javi, she hit him several times and then kicked him several times. He called the police, made the report. So yeah, that's what is being stated, you guys. Javi is on the live stream. He looks down. He looks a little distraught. But he was talking about it. And Kail was like, I'm not going to allow this. You're not going to pretend like you're perfect and everything is fine and you're the victim and everything, while I know that you're putting your hands on my ex-husband. So I'm going to show you guys the recordings that I was able to obtain off Teen Mom Shade Room's IG account. If you do not follow Teen Mom Shade Room and you like to get all the Teen Mom tea, you need to follow Teen Mom Shade Room. So shout out to Teen Mom Shade Room. And yeah, here's the clips, you guys. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Leave your comments in the comment section below. You guys let me know, if you were Lauren, how would you feel about your ex-husband going on vacation with the woman that he cheated on you with? Do you guys understand Lauren's frustration? Do you guys believe that Lauren did in fact hit Javi? And if so, what do you think should be done about this? Also, do you think it's Kail's position, or Kail has a right to even be talking about it? Do you guys think that because she hit Javi at one point, she has no room to talk? Leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. Here are the lives that I was able to obtain. Enjoy.
But I want to get this off my chest because I'm tired of people pulling the victim card and truly acting like they're perfect, and constantly pointing the finger at other people. So Lauren, this one is for you. You don't get to attack my ex-husband in front of your son, and my ex-husband would never, ever, ever, ever lie about you. So that's number one. Number two, we're not going to act like you didn't call me a fat and a fat piece last night or the other night whenever I called you to call you out on your. So number three, yes, I did call you a. I'm fully aware of that, but that does not, your resentment does not give you the right to beat people. And furthermore, really talk shit about me for what I did years ago when I immediately put myself into therapy. I'm so disappointed in how you're handling this and pulling the victim card. And I understand that a ton of people The whole thing, from what I understand, is that Lauren knew that I was going to Wisconsin, or not Wisconsin, I was going to Wyoming to visit a friend. Javi asked if he, could come, and I said, absolutely. Like, this is like more than one, it's not just me, it's like a group of us going. We're getting an Airbnb, all the kids are coming. And she got really upset that I guess Javi asked for Eli, and as soon as he asked for Eli, this is the story that I'm told. Again, I don't know exact details, but I know for a fact, because I was sent pictures, that she punched him in the face several times and kicked him when he was down. So we're not going to act like that did not happen. And the fact that I just can't. I literally can't. So I called her, and I did call her. I'll see you next Tuesday. I won't lie. I'm owning it, and I don't feel bad. And then she proceeded to call me a fat and a fat piece. Again, fine, because I can lose the weight. You can't lose a personality trait usually.
Exactly what you said is exactly what happened. And that's literally exactly what happened.
But it's weird because people will tell me that I have to own my shit 12 years later, 10 years later, 8 years later. Doing all the work, and then we have someone who is pretending to be perfect on Instagram, and nobody believes you. And that's partially our fault, because we've been so messy that people don't trust it. So I get that part. But on the other hand, we have someone trying to be so perfect, and literally she's done more dirt than me. She's done more dirt than you, and pretending and collecting a paycheck off of our backs.
Facts. And if roles were reversed, she would have hung me out to dry in a second. Yeah. And I was just about to say a good point. Oh yeah, and then just wishing death on me, telling me to drive off a bridge.
Oh, hold on. I physically saw with my own eyes text messages from Lauren to Javi, and she literally said to Javi, "Are you driving?" He said yes, and she said, "Good, drop my kid off and drive yourself into a fucking bridge." And I have the proof of it because I took pictures of it for this sole reason. And I think Lauren, in my opinion, I think she is a troll account because she constantly refers to me as Carl. But the joke's on you, Lauren, and all the trolls, because my initials are Carl. So it could be a joke about me looking like a dude, but those are my initials.
I mean, it is what it is. We'll go back in more detail when the time is right. But for right now, I hope people see who she really is, and